Ivy, I have all my bills paid, the $750 bonus, and a new rep this week named Manissa Berkston from Colorado Springs. Awesome, congratulations.
Unmuted. Muted.
Who else do we have? Yeah. Oh, God. We're watching the young all right, awesome. Yeah. Oh, say it again. Hello? Go ahead. Hello. What do we have?
Muted.
Alright, so that's not going to work. Somebody got me on mute. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and move into the call. Tonight, I actually have a couple of special guests on the line. Hopefully, they're on the right side. I know one of them is. But tonight, the first person I want to highlight, I know she is here, is someone who is out of the California area. She is absolutely blowing it up. I believe she signed up 3 VPN customers here recently. And it really shows that consistency being persistent really does pay off in business. So the first person I really want to highlight is Ms. Trudy Gray, out of the California area. So basically the floor is yours. So I just want you to basically tell a little bit about yourself here and share your story and why, the reason why you got started in vodka.
Hey, Reggie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, great. Thank you for having me on this call. First of all, my story is so different from anyone else's out there. I'm a mother of 4 kids, and I just turned 40 4 days ago, but who's counting, right? So, I started that I wanted to pursue vitel. I mean, I was with a previous company, didn't work out because I just didn't like what they were doing. So when my cousin told me about vitel, I decided, okay, this sounds like a good company. I had a little bit of comp plan at the time, it was okay at the time. And now that they're revamped it's a lot better. So I can tell you, being a mother of 4 and having my own home-based business is a bit hectic for me because I do several other things too. I also have a blog that I try to keep up with on a daily basis. So vital for me was a way to try, really. I don't like using the word try, but to try to make some extra money. First of all, it's a fabulous company. I really love this company. This company supplies us with all the tools that we need to really make a living for our family. And I pretty much made a promise to myself that I'm going to stick with this. Win, lose, or draw, as we say in Jamaica. I'm just going to stick it out for at least a year. Put in the work. Put in work, and just figure it within a year it should work out for me. I have no doubt that it will work out. So I'm sticking with it for 1 year. And you know what? My motto for this year, for this 2013, is that winners never quit and losers never win. So if I keep looking at it that way and keep saying that, it's pretty much easier to keep up than to catch up. And just keep doing it that way. I know for a fact that my little business will work out fine. And with the people that I have on board and my upline, Jeff Trills, big up Jeff, I know you listening in, I can't help but do good. And I'm just weighing it out and balancing it out. And I know that mother of 4, always on the go, from ballet class to different things that I do with the kids and putting in my extra 3-4 hours a day to my business, it will work out for me. So once again, Reg, thank you for having me on the call, and we can do this. Let's do it. I'm on your upline, your downline, whichever line that is, I'm there. So I know we can do this. Thank you for having me on the call, Reggie.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. And really quick, I know we have some people wondering about the VPN customers that you got here recently. Could you share with them briefly? I mean, you don't really have to get too specific if you don't want to. But, share with them how you were able to get those customers.
Oh, my VPN customers, were mostly like my cousins who had car was broken down or whatever she called it a couple days before. So she called me up and started saying, "Oh, that thing that you put up on Facebook about car repairs and all that, I kind of need that because my car broke down and I didn't have a ride home and all kinds of stuff." So she was one, and then this other friend of mine who's not very reliable when it comes down to his vehicle, he called me up and said that he needed one for himself because he's not he doesn't know to change the flat or whatever, and he doesn't mind paying that $50. So it was all friends and family. If they wanted to help me out, that was fine, but the end result is they really needed the service. That's why they got it. I don't think they wanted to help me out that bad. They needed the service because she had broken down, her car had broke down, and she needed that. So she called me up regarding that. So, I don't think I don't know if they've looked into it anymore besides the car, using it for their car, but it works, it works, and they'll see that it works. So that's the greatest part of it.
Okay, that's awesome, and I want to really kind of tap into that a little bit more real quick because you said that they actually saw a couple of I guess they saw your Facebook post, is that correct?
Yes, they did.
And then in the time of need, they called you. So that really shows that, you are consistently posting information, valuable information on your Facebook wall. Then eventually, in the time of need, especially, people will contact you. Okay, at their most critical point when they need whatever you have to offer. So that is really huge there, and I really appreciate you sharing that with everybody. So, and I'm really proud of you because, how long have you been in vitel? Let me ask you that.
Oh my gosh, I want to say, it's like forever now. I want to say at least 5 months.
Okay, and things are really starting to take off for you right now. Now here's what most new people fail. They fail to realize that everybody in business, they grow at their own pace. All right, some people may come in and put in 100 people or 50 people or 1,000 people the first couple months, and some may not. Some may not put in anybody the first couple months. But in this industry, if you're willing to be bad for long enough, if you continuously do things to better yourself, as far as personal development, to grow as a leader and to grow as a person, and also to consistently deliver the same message across the board, whatever you're doing out there in internet land or in business, whatever, eventually it will begin to reap the harvest, and you're one of those cases. So it's just to kind of let everybody know that your business is really taking off right now. So when you first got started,
706.
you put in 1,000 people your first week.
No, I did. I mean, everyone grows pretty much at their own pace. I mean, you'll be in there and you'll try to get everyone to come in, and no one will come in for the first month or two, and you'll feel like, crap, what am I doing wrong, Then all of a sudden, by you being consistent and always posting stuff on different social media sites, and you just stick to it, people will remember, oh, I remember I wanted a phone and I saw this chick put up something about a phone. Let me call her up to see if she still has that deal. Like 10 months later, they expect you to still have the same deal. But, you never know. Another deal comes out, something else comes up that they're interested in. The company, they're like, oh, I remember you posting about a company that paid your bill. How does that work? And just being consistent, people will sign up. They, if they like what you're offering, and they say, okay, well, she's been consistent. Because I had this one dude call me up. You know what? I've seen you keep posting stuff about vitel, and you keep doing it. So I figure I need to call you up to see what it's all about. So I told him a little bit about it, send him the link to watch it, vitelwebinar.com. And he watched it, he liked it. He's like, okay, I'm gonna call you back, and we're gonna work this out to see if I can come on board when I get enough money. So I'm like, okay, that's great. I'm here. Whenever you want to come on board, I'm here. Which I would tell you, I'll still be here. Because a lot of people think that, oh, if I don't go on board, she won't make money or whatever. But you've been doing your business for so long, you don't need Joe Black or whatever his name is. You know what I mean? With or without Joe Black or your family members, if you keep doing this thing and be consistent of it, people will want to come on board because they see the time and effort that you put into your work. If this is your business. So just the mere fact of you working it and showing people that you're consistent, they'll be like, damn, this chick is, she's consistent. I want to sign up with her. Because bear in mind, people sign up with people. Over to you.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for sharing. It really boils down to really three things. I mean, I know there's a lot of points and factors that we can talk about all night long as far as you being successful in business and in podcast, but it's really three things that I want to highlight tonight. Number one, consistency. Two, persistency. And three, stability. That's probably the most important one. Because regardless of what the scenario is, again, whatever you're doing out there to build your business, people are watching you. And there are people out there that want to join vitel and that are going to join vitel. But they're looking for stable leadership. They don't want to see people who are wishy-washy about, what they're doing or don't really have any clear vision or people that don't know where they're going. All right, you have to have clear vision. You have to have clear goals about what you're doing with your business. Because again, if you're not fully convinced, all right, and if you're not stable mentally, all right, with what you're doing, then people will easily detect that, and they're going to go to the next person that is. So before I really get into that, because I'm almost about to move into my training section, let me make sure my other person is on the line. Ms. Vanderlyn Smith, are you on the line? She is.
Unmuted. Muted.
All right, Ms. Van Smith, are you on the line? If you are, press star 6 to unmute your line, because I know you just texted me and told me you were, but you're not on the moderator side. Press star 6. Are you there? All right, well, we're just going to go ahead and move forward again. If you jump on, just go ahead and interrupt me. I know you said you were on, but I'm not sure what happened there. But anyway, tonight we're going to be talking about really goal setting, moving into the 2013. We're already here. We're kind of almost in the not the midway point, I guess the midway point of the month. And basically, we're moving into a stage in the industry as a whole where people are really going to start moving into action. All right, a lot of things are going to begin to happen because the main reason why is because, first and foremost, people have set these New Year resolutions or New Year goals or whatever you want to label them. And secondly, people are recouping for Christmas and they're about to get their income tax return or whatever. So they're looking to move into a home business or whatever it is that they're looking to do. People are going to be blowing money, okay, on several different things. Some things that are not going to equate to do anything profitable for them, and some are going to really look to invest into a home business. So now is really the time for you to really get out there and share vitel even more than you ever did possible. I know when we came in last year, I believe it was around April, so we were at the dead end of income tax season, and we were able to do some extraordinary things during that time phase. But now we're at the beginning as a team, as a whole, of that phase, and we're going to be able to take full advantage of that. Now, let me tell a little bit about myself before I really get into what I want to talk about, because tonight I don't really have a specific topic that I want to tackle, so this is going to be a random call, but I promise you, you're going to receive some value. I've been in vitel for, I believe, almost 11 months or something like that. I don't know how long I've been in. I think 10 months, somewhere around in there. All right. We were able to do some crazy things when we first got started. We put in a lot of people, so on and so forth as a team. We helped a lot of people get paid, so on and so forth. Our experience with vitel is really as a whole, as I look back over it and reflect what we've done in 2012, it's really been amazing. It's really the first company that I was able, network marketing company, that I hit the top position in the company. My wife, she was able to basically walk off her job. I mean, the only reason why she's there now is because of insurance, but she works part-time for that. So she is about to be a stay-at-home mom because of vitel. All right? Since we've been in, we have not paid any bills because we qualify for the freedom bonuses, and that's because of vitel. So I look at vitel as a whole, as a company that's really designing a freedom lifestyle. You hear people talk about the life. What is the life? It's not just about making a whole bunch of money, all right? Making a whole bunch of money or whatever. It's about really living life free. So not only vitel is allowing people and showing people how, hey, you can build a nice potential residual income if you come in here and go to work. Well, on top of that, we're going to take the stress and the pressure off you having to worry about, these expensive bills that you may have, or if you don't have them, hey, you can go and get them and live it up free on us, pretty much. We're talking about no cell phone bills in most cases for most people. Vitel paid our cell phone bill, cable bill, energy bill, whatever other bill it is that they pay. Vitel has done that. The last 3 months, I don't know how in the heck we got these credits on DirecTV, but we had like $300 and something on direct. I don't have any idea how it happened. But every single month, we get a statement. There's a credit on there. Multiple different statements. So talk about putting money back into your household to eliminate that stress. Even if that's all what you do, even if all what you do is put that extra $1,275 a month back into your household, how would that positively impact your life? Again, reflecting, there was times when we only made $15,000 a year. Imagine trying to live on that with a household of 3 people. Seriously. So, vitel being able to do that, so that is pretty strong. Now, this kind of moved me up into the point where I want to talk about today, because for the people that have been in a while, they know where I'm going with this. But pretty much, as the Bible says, not trying to get spiritual and stuff on you, but I have to use this analogy because it's the only one I can really think about at the moment. But, as the Bible says, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So if you speak life, life will happen. Speak death, death is more than likely going to happen, because if you're speaking that, your body language and everything else is gonna emulate that, and eventually it's gonna make itself a reality in your life. But here's what I'm trying to say here: life and death of your business is in your hands. All right, not my hands, not Brandon's hands, or whoever's hands. The success of your business is in your hands. What do I mean by that? It's really simple. The past couple months, and like I said, I just realized this. I'm an analytical person, I guess, in a sense. So I kind of sit back and analyze and kind of observe things before I really act. All right? And in most cases, and even in this business, not even this business, but this happens in just about any type of company. Most people, in some cases, when certain things are not going the way they think they should, or whatever it is, we sit back and we just kind of wait for things to happen. All right? So think about it in this sense. If you're sitting back waiting for something magical to happen in business, more than likely it's not going to happen. Why? Because you haven't took action. In order for something to happen, you shouldn't be waiting around for something magical to happen in your downline. You shouldn't be waiting around for your team to go and get to work. You have to be the leader and go out there and lead by example. All right? You control your own destiny. I believe, truly, we have one of the greatest businesses out there. And I know you hear that a lot in this cliche, but truly, if you really look at what we have here, if you look at the marketing plan, you look at the system, you look at the team, we have one of the greatest. But you, as a business owner, you have to be accountable for your own business. You have to treat it as such, and you have to take control or ownership of your business. You shouldn't you shouldn't be waiting on us to hold a team call. If you have a team, if you feel like you have to do a team call, you should do that. Because I believe, honestly, this year, the people who take the most action in business are the ones who are going to accomplish their goals and their dreams and their aspirations quicker. That's just the way it is going to go. So be accountable for your business. Take ownership of your business. Feel the need as a leader to do a team call with your 3 people, or however many people you have, 2 people, whatever it is, to have a mastermind call with those people to strategically put together a plan so you all can do whatever you all set out to accomplish as a group or as a team. Do that, folks, because again, leaders take action. Leaders don't wait for someone else to tell them what to do. They just do what they need to do. So it's time for you all, everyone on here, because I know most people who are on here, to really take action. We all have a leader within. It's just a matter of you tapping into that. Now, the next thing is setting goals. Because last year, honestly, even myself, I had to write my stuff down. A lot of us was winging it. We didn't have anything wrote down. We were winging it. And winging it, I mean, it can either go extremely good or it can go extremely bad. All right? So and for most people, it probably went bad. So when you're talking about goal setting, a goal is not really a goal unless it is broken down or written down. So you want to make sure, first and foremost, whatever your goals are this year, for this year, you want to make sure that you write them down. The next thing is, you want to make sure you are specific with those goals, whatever they are. All right? For example, somebody may say, hey, I want to be RVP by the middle of the year. Okay? That's not specific enough. You want to be RVP by the middle of the year. What's the middle of the year? July, August? What date? Put a date on it. I want to be an RVP by July 28th, 2013. That is specific. All right? So whatever your goal is, you want to write it down and you want to be specific. Because if you put a deadline on it, whatever that goal is, and just an example, I mean, somebody may not want to do that. Then you're going to work harder to reach that goal. Some of you all may want to get to $1,000 a month in residual income. Okay, great. That's awesome. You want to get to $1,000 residual income. When did you want to achieve that goal of reaching $1,000 in residual income? Put a date on it. You want to do it by April 16, 2013. Be specific. All right? The next thing is you want to come up with the action plan as and how you're going to reach that goal. All right? So you're going to write down an action plan. All right? What are you going to do to reach that goal? What are going to be the daily steps that you take to reach that goal? I'm not going to go into detail about that, but you know what I mean about that, all right? But just to kind of give you an example for someone that don't. Number one, okay, I'm going to do 10 to 15 conversations with 10 to 15 conversations with people every day. Not the same people, new people every day. However you do that, all right? You're going to talk to them about your business. You're not just going to be talking about random things. You're going to talk to them about vitel. Next thing is you're going to invite them to take a look at vitel. And then the ones that look, you're going to follow up and close those people. That's what I mean about a daily action plan. Also, marketing and all that tied into that. The next thing is you want to set goals that are measurable. All right? They need to be attainable goals. You don't want to set a goal that is so ridiculous that you're not going to reach it. I mean, not initially anyway. I mean, you want to dream big, but also you want to have measurable goals and immeasurable goals as well, okay? So, but first and foremost, the front end goals should all be measurable. For example, you don't want to say something like, well, I want to recruit 1,000 people in 30 days. I mean, realistically, that's probably not going to happen. All right? I don't know of anyone that has ever done that, ever in this industry. So we want to set realistic goals, all right? Goals that are measurable, that are easy to obtain. Because once you do that, that's going to increase your confidence for starters, and then you can, once you reach that goal, then you just set another one and kind of progress your way up from there. Of course, you want to make sure that your goals are relevant to the cause of the situation. Of course, in this sense, whatever it is, and again, you want to make sure, again, whatever that goal is, that there is a time frame on that. All right? So, again, when you set your goals, whatever those goals are, you need to make sure that you write them down, that you put a time frame on it, that you have great. You have it wrote down. You have the plan of action. Now you have to go out there and do the work and get it done. Next thing is you need to stick with it. Stick with it, no matter what. Again, folks, vitel is about a 3-year-old company now. Alright? Nothing is there's no perfect storm. Let me say that. There is no perfect storm. I don't care what company you join. There's no perfect storm. I hear some stuff in the background. If you have TV or something going on in the background, please press star 6. Get your line. Alright, so like I was saying, there is no perfect storm. Alright, nothing is perfect, so on and so forth. So just because you log in one day, the back office page has an error thing on it, it's not the end of the world, folks. Guys, it's not forward. Alright, you have to be willing. Hold on a second. Okay. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, there's no perfect storm. So if something weird happens, folks, regardless of what it is, you need to make sure that you are willing to stick it out, folks. There are going to be, we're at the end phase of all this stuff that we went through last year. But there still may be a few other glitches, a few other bugs, whatever it is. But just note that us as leaders in the vitel, even in the company, we have your best interest in mind in our heart. And we're not striving to lead you down the wrong path. So just note that whatever it is, you need to stay the course and stay focused and get to work. Don't let the petty stuff shake you off track. Alright? Don't let it shake you off track. It just amazes me that I've been doing this since 2004. I've been on Facebook, I think, since 2008, 2009, something like that. And I have about 5,000 friends. This is a true story. Alright? I have 5,000 friends, something like that. And the same people back in 2008 or whenever it was I got on Facebook they get upset for whatever reason, whether it be emotional or whatever it is, and then they decide to move on and do something else. Alright? They're still repeating the same cycle in 2013. Alright? They're still doing the same thing. And here's the bottom line, folks. Here's the bottom line. If you're not consistent with anything, if you can't stick with the company at least for a year, alright, you're really giving your all for a year, then you cannot expect to break that cycle of repeat of you getting upset and then moving on to do something else, so on and so forth. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, to be honest, because honestly, when I first got into this industry in 2004, I was actually following the wrong person, and he had me join a new company every single week for like 2 years straight. Every single week, every new affiliate program came out, I was in it for like 2 years straight. And guess what happened? Those 2 years, guess how much money I made? Those 2 years, none. Absolutely none. Nothing to really show for it. I wasted more money than I ever made. I wasted thousands of dollars, and I wasted a lot of precious time. So the point is, before you try to imitate someone else because you see that they have multiple income streams, because believe me, there are people that have it, including myself. I have it now, but I understand how to do it. But just know that everybody doesn't know how to do that. So before you try to do that, you don't really know that person's story or how they did that. It takes a really special person, and I mean this, to be able to effectively and efficiently work more than one company at one time. So before you all think about that or get off track of think it's okay, it's really not, because honestly, you're leading yourself down the path of destruction if you're doing that repeatedly, especially across social media. And secondly, you're ruining your credibility. And people are going to think you're crazy after so long because you just have so much stuff going on your Facebook wall. So the topic of the year, or the focal point of the year, or the thesis of the year, or whatever you want to call it, is focus. Focus. Before you even consider or even think about doing anything, establish yourself here. Because regardless of how it may look now, whether you think it's good or bad, I promise you at the end, it's going to be amazing. stay the course and stay focused because, again, your success in business, in any business for that matter, but in this case, we're talking about vitel, lies in your hands. Your success or your failure lies in your hands. So it's up to you to really go out there and make it happen, regardless of what people say, regardless of if your family and friends think you crazy for the internet with marketing, regardless of how bad things may get, regardless if you even feel like quitting sometimes. Believe me, everybody goes through that phase at one point in their life. There's no leader. Even on this call, they can tell you that, hey, they never thought about quitting. It may not have been vital, but at some point you thought about quitting. But, again, that's not what you need to do, because quitting, the only thing quitting does to you is put you back where you started in the first place before you got started in vitel. Now you got to start all over again and rebuild all over again. You really want to take yourself through that. And then you realize how close you are to having that breakthrough in your business. So, folks, stay the course. Stay the course. Watch who you're listening to. Look at the people who are doing crazy stuff. Some of the people that you may be following. Some of these people, if you really sit down and think about it, sometimes I wish everybody could just really see what I see sometimes. But if you really sit there and watch some of these people, I mean, they look guru-ish on the internet, quote unquote. But honestly, if you really look at the core of this person's life and what they're doing, they may look, okay, or appear to have it all together. But honestly, these folks may pull a switcheroo and start all over, make a few $100 in this program, and the next thing you know, they doing it over again, another one, then they do it over again, another one, do it over again, another one. That's not what you want to take yourself through. We have everything you need here under one umbrella. We have an amazing team, and we have some stuff to really come out here shortly to really help propel you in business, to help you build your business more so. So, with that being said, I am rambling. I didn't mean to even go on that rant. But I'm about to get ready to wrap it all up. Bottom line is this, folks. Again, if you thought 2012 was special, because some of you all have been around for a while, along with us. If you thought 2012 was special, all right, and we all do, just wait, all right, until what you see happen this year. It's going to be 10 times better, all right? It's going to be 10 times better for those who believe and those who take action. That's the only way it's going to happen. So don't sit around and wait for something good to happen. The goodness is already here, folks. It's just a matter of you spreading the word and putting it out there. And again, being persistent, consistent, and stable with your message when you are marketing out there to the marketplace. Believe me. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, not because I'm just randomly making up something. It's because I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis that are leaders in this industry that are looking to collaborate with people in this company. All right? Any leader, for that matter. And, everybody may not be looking for that, but of course, everybody wants a leader on their team. They're looking for someone who knows where they're going, who has direction, first and foremost, and two, that are stable. All right? Excuse me. So make sure you are those things when you put that out. Now, the marketing tip, I'm going to leave you at that, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap the call up because I have people asking me, well, Reginald, how do you go about building your business? Do you do, paid advertising? What do you do? Well, it's really simple, right? Last year, we have an organization of about 3,000 some people, something like that, and it happened really through free marketing. I didn't do any paid marketing with Vodka. I don't even really know how to do paid marketing anymore, to be honest. I know how to do a few things, but not on a massive scale yet. I will learn it this year, but not on a massive scale. So here are a few things that you can do right now to really help propel your business in vitel. Number one, Brandon talks about it all the time, make videos. The thing that's how he built his business. Videos. I know people are afraid of the video for whatever reason, but if you plan on doing anything from home, especially, you need to get comfortable with the video. You don't necessarily have to be in front of the camera all the time. You can do it through why do that? Why do you do that? Number one, you're not face to face with the person, so you're over the internet. So the closest connection that that person is going to get to you is them seeing your face, and also hear your voice on the internet. So that's why we always talk about video. Now, if you're doing offline marketing, then that's a completely different thing because you're physically in front of that person. Of course, they're able to detect whether or not your personality resonates with them or whether or not they're going to be able to work with you. But if you're at home, you're trying to do some things online, which online is powerful. All right, then you need to do some type of video. That's the first thing you need to do. Now, how many do you need to do? Hopefully, you all are writing this down. It's pretty simple. I think if you're part-time, at least 3 to 4 videos a week. 3 to 4 videos per week. And what should the video be about? There's another thing. All right. Number one, the first video should be about you introducing yourself to the world, who you are. And then once you create that video of who you are, you need to share that video across social media and email it to your list. If you have one, or your leads, or whatever it is. That's how you need to spread the message about that work. The other corresponding videos need to be about a variety of different things about vitel. I mean, it can be about going over something in regards to your website, showing people how to make a phone purchase, marketing a specific product on your website. If vitel do a specific announcement, such as here recently, we just rolled out the energy with Just Energy. Talk about that. There's always something to talk about. All right? So whenever something happens, talk about it. If something didn't happen, find something to talk about on your website. There's plenty to talk about. That's what you need to do. The second thing is, the second tip is, I know I talk about Craigslist a lot, and I'm a huge advocate for that. Why do I advocate for Craigslist so much? Well, the reason why is because over my career, I've been in this industry. I've personally recruited thousands of people from Craigslist and made tens of thousands of dollars. So I wouldn't tell you to do anything that didn't work. I wouldn't waste your time doing that. Now, I know Craigslist changed the way they do things now for whatever reason, but it's still effective if you know how to do it. So it's the quickest way, one of the quickest ways to get instantaneous leads from posting ads. Now, there are other corresponding websites or complementing websites out there, such as Backpage, US Free Ads, so on and so forth. One thing about classified ad posting, because I know some people may not have a budget, but this is why I'm talking about this. You need to really, again, treat it as a business. I mean, honestly, that's really what it boils down to, because sometimes we may give tips like this, and then people only take what I say, which is Craigslist, and that's the only place they post. There's like literally tens of thousands of classified sites out there. So, as a business owner, I'm giving you an idea of where to post, and of course you want to post there, but also, as a smart business owner, you want to go out there and Google classified sites, free classified sites, or whatever, research and find out where else you can promote your business. Because again, it all boils down to exposure. Whoever is exposing their business the most, wherever it is, be it internet or offline, are the people who are going to get the most leads and the people who are going to make the most money. That's just the way that it goes. So you have to figure out ways to get your business in front of people. Now tonight we're just talking about on the internet. So of course, there's tens of thousands of classified sites out there. The next thing that you can do, and hopefully everyone is writing it down, and the call is being recorded. Somebody just shot me a text. It is being recorded. The next thing that you can do is solo ads. All right? Now, there's different scales of solo ads that you can do. I actually just did a training on this recently, but there's different scales of solo ads that you can do. I only mentioned, I think I only mentioned like 2 or 3 sites in my training. There's literally hundreds of solo ad directories out there, probably thousands, that you can promote your business to. And again, then that's paid advertising there, but it's very inexpensive if you do it the way I show you in the training. What that does, honestly, again, for people that don't have a mailing list, a lot of people don't, okay, on this call, a advertisement in front of someone else's list. So basically, you are renting someone else's list to be able to share your business with. Okay? If I already trying to pick the list, in most cases, these people are entrepreneurs themselves or in the home-based business industry. So therefore, you're putting your business advertisement in front of target prospects. Now, how effective has that been for me personally? Because there's people that have made a killing doing it. But how effective has that been for me personally? Honestly, I get about maybe 50 to 100 leads a day when I put out a solo ad. All right? When I put out a solo ad, easily 50 to 100 leads a day just from a solo ad. All right? So ultimately, if you got leads coming in like that, of course you're gonna get signed up. I mean, it's gonna happen automatically. So just imagine, okay, for everybody that's on here, if you taught the team how to do that and they duplicate that and everybody got 50 to 100 leads coming in, you know people are gonna start signing up. I mean, you talk about momentum. Momentum is gonna be through the roof. Again, you have plenty of people to talk to if you got 50 to 100 leads. Or even if you got half of it, let's say if you got 20 leads coming in, or even 10 leads a day coming in. That's 10 people that you didn't have yesterday to talk to and share a vitel with. So that's another way. Now, if you combine all those strategies together, folks, you're gonna have more leads that you can send, you can handle. And the final thing that you can do, I'm gonna give you two more. Another thing that you can do is blog. Of course, everybody knows, well, at least most people know, that I'm a huge fan of blogging. Why? Because blogging is not instantaneous traffic. It's not, honestly. So if you come in with the expectation, hey, I got a blog, now I'm going to get some immediate traffic, in most cases, that's not the scenario. However, here's what blogging does to you. It does a couple things. And I'm going to name a few of those things. But here's what blogging does to you. Number one, it brands you, it sets you apart from your competition in vitel. All right? Because, again, people are looking for people who stand out. And the more you stand out from the crowd, the more likely you're going to be able to recruit the more people into your business. All right? So having a blog sets you apart from the crowd. You look like a leader. You're branding yourself. You have videos and stuff on there talking about yourself. You may even have videos about you going out for a picnic with the family. I mean, everything really about social media marketing, or even, I guess you could say social media marketing. Social media marketing really, it is kind of sad for me personally, just talking about myself now, that it took me so long to really figure this out. But social media marketing is really about painting a picture of that, hey, I'm a real person to the prospect. That's the main thing that they're looking for. If you are on your profile, for example, even on your blog, and all you talk about is business, then yeah, you probably get some people, but you're not going to be able to attract a ton of people to that because they're looking for people who are real these days. People have been scammed, burnt out so much in the past from previous people, previous companies, whatever, that now they're looking for real, genuine people. Is this person a real person? So even on Facebook and on your blog, you want to have a mixture of things going on there. You want to talk about business, but also you want to share a little bit about yourself personally as well. You don't want to get too deep in your personal business if you know what I'm talking about. So let's say, for example, use myself as an example, right? I mean, my son, we went skating, right? And I did a blog post about that. And that blog post yielded me 2 sign-ups for me blogging about skating. Because that showed that, hey, not only am I about my business when I'm about business, but also I'm a real person that go out there and do things with their family. So you want to have a mixture of things going on, all right? You don't want to be, of course, using profanity and cussing folks out on your Facebook wall. I mean, that's just plain old ignorant. But what I mean is, you want to show and share your life. If you take your kids out, Disney World or wherever it is, do a little short video. It can be 1 minute, 2 minutes. Hey, this is XYZ. I'm in Disney World with the family. Things like that, whatever you want to say, or find yourself a home business, you'll be able to take Disney World trips in the middle of the week in January or whatever you want to say, and create a blog post about it. Post a few pictures and do a call to action to get people to your business. You want to have a mixture of things going on. That's the bottom line. Everything doesn't have to be about, hey, showing my business, check this out, showing my business on your videos, on your Facebook wall, and even on your blog. So if you begin to mix that up, and again, once you do that and create that blog post, share it, then you're going to begin to attract more people to you. Now, going back to that blog thing again, blogging creates that residual traffic, so it's not immediate, but the more you do it, the more content you put out there when you blog, and I do about 3 to 4 blog posts a week, the more residual traffic you begin to get. It may happen 30 days from now, it may happen 50 days from now, but you will find that you'll have people call me like, hey, I saw your blog post about vitel, and, I'm interested in it, or, hey, I want to sign up with you. And it was something that you did a month ago or 2 months ago. That's that residual free traffic that's going to come in, which is an excellent combination with the things I just mentioned previously. All right? And the final thing, what's the final thing? I didn't really have anything written down. Let me think about this. The final thing that you need to do, or that you should do, honestly, is paid specified marketing, newspaper advertising. All right? Newspaper advertising. I'm sure that wasn't what I was going to say, but we're going to throw that in there because, again, offline paid media is really an untapped market, even in network marketing in most cases. A lot of people kind of forgot about that because we're in the age of where everybody wants to learn how to be an internet marketer. And there's really nothing wrong with that, but it's a few things that you really need to understand about internet marketing. It is a learned skill. Everybody doesn't get it right away, so you don't want to spend too much time trying to figure out how to blog if you have a hard time trying to figure that out, especially during the times that you can be prospecting or trying to figure out how to do SEO or whatever the other technical things that are involved in internet marketing, when you can do something that could create immediately, such as an offline paid ad or even putting out flyers or whatever it is. But we're talking about paid media right now, offline paid ad. So putting a print ad in a penny saver newspaper, for example, can create a lot of leads if you do it correctly. All right? It can create a lot of leads if you do it correctly. So I've done that as well. Okay, that's why I'm mentioning it to you. And I just tested it out. And my phone was literally ringing out hooks. I just put my phone up in the ad, and people was blowing me up about it. So that is something that you may want to think about, especially for the people that may still have jobs, don't have a lot of time to really be doing a lot of stuff online. Running a few print media ads, once a month, because there's a certain site to where you can advertise to like 1 million people in circulation for like under $200. All right? So people that don't have enough time or because they have a job or whatever the case scenario is, that is an excellent source for you to really focus on and put some advertising in, because that can create leads for you. Because again, if you don't have leads, you're not really in business yet. You have to figure out how to create leads. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so with that being said, I think that's pretty much it. I'm not going to open it up to Q&A, but hopefully you all got something out of this call tonight. It's really all about action. You want to have more than one marketing strategy going on. You want to have at least 3 to 4 different things you're doing every day to build your business. And what I mean by that, 3 to 4 different marketing strategies. 3 to 4 different ways you are marketing your business on a daily basis to grow your business, because you never know what may happen with that specific way that you're marketing. For example, Craigslist, for example, they just did something weird on my account, so now I have to get a new one. So I can't advertise with that specific account anymore. I have to create a new account. So just imagine if all my eggs was really tied up to that one Craigslist account, and that was the only way I was marketing my business. That would pretty much be the end of it. all right, for a while. I would have hit a dead end if that was all that I was doing. So you never know what can happen with these different classified sites or whatever. So or your marketing may go cold. You may not get no leads one day from one place, but you may get fired from another. So you want to have a good variety or a good diversify your marketing so that you have leads coming from a variety of different places. So with that being said, folks, hopefully you enjoyed the call. Bottom line is, it's time to get focused. It's time to really go back out there and do those things for the people that were in Vitel 10 months ago, whenever it was that we did to explode our business. Just become ignorant again, in a sense, and be on fire, because you should be excited, folks. You should be excited because we have one of the greatest companies out there. We're part of it. And it's formulating before our eyes. And it's sad to say that some people don't even see that. But I see it, and I believe that. And if you believe that, and if you are excited about that, and if you are passionate about that, people will sense and feel that, and they want to be a part of it. All right? So make sure you are accountable for your own business. Make sure you are willing to step up when you are called upon as a leader, because that time is going to come. And make sure that you are on the next leadership call next week, same time, same place. We have Mr. Kerry George, Mr. Simon out of New York is going to be hosting the call, and also tap into the scheduled event for the list of webinars and calls that we have going on tomorrow. Also, we will shoot out an email. With that being said, you all have a blessed night. We will see you all tomorrow and next week on this leadership call. Take care. God bless.